just been a bad pass up top. Might have been off of a bad pass, not collapsing to the crease maybe as quickly or as efficiently as you should have. Just those little things to dial in. If I'm a coach, I'm very happy and pleased knowing that there's not a talent or athletic disparity.
Absolutely. And as a coach, you can't really fault them too much. They played well. You know, they did a good job. And they did as best they could. And you've got to remember that it's a young team. You know, I think a lot of the Wolves players, they're 17, 18, they're young players. That's where that decision making and experience will come in later on. You know, and they've all got a bright future. We're about to start off with a women's game in a few minutes' time. So in blue, we've got the Harpyje going left to right. In black and red, we've got Mesto going right to left. This is the women's final, and we're in for an absolute treat. A great game.
That's yours.
We've got sunshine, we've got beers, we've got lacrosse. We are here, and we are ready for an absolutely fantastic game. So, what can you tell us about these two teams? Who do you think is the favourite to win?
So I think both two teams have had a very good competition, winning pretty much all their games, and I think it's going to come down to the wire, who's basically has more legs, has more better stick skills, and who will actually take the risk to go for that extra goal and extra point.
I've got to say, right there, the athleticism from the goalie, just to come out, anticipate that pass and intercept was fantastic. You love to see that. When the goalie's got that confidence just come out, you know you've got some trust in them, you know you can rely on that kind of goalie. We love to see it.
Yeah, and right now, Mesto have been doing a very good transition work, getting the ball down the field. They're now settling into the attack, and we're going to see what they do. They're passing the ball around actually very fast, so hopefully they should be able to create some opportunities for themselves.
Yeah, I think that'll be crucial, you know, moving the ball around quickly, making something happen. But we have an advantage flag, and we have a call here. What's the call?
So the call is stick across the body. So when we have an advantage flag, because they didn't score on the scoring play and they actually pulled the ball out, so they awarded the free position on the goal line extended, and the player that fouled was pulled forward to the side next to her. Oh, great shot. So passing into the free person in the center, right in the center, moving the ball quickly around, they got the goal.
And a great goal early on. That's going to be a huge confidence boost there for Mesto. They're really going to want to take that on and make something happen in this game. Because the Harpyje won the first draw, but they didn't make anything happen on their first attack. So when the first attack for Mesto results in a goal, that's really got to be a big confidence boost.
Definitely. I think draw possession is going to be the very key thing for the game. How many draws you can get, how keeping the ball on your side the whole time throughout the game.
Yeah, and not just that, but taking advantage of your draws is going to be crucial. In these final games, it is tight. You have the two best teams of the tournament. They've proved themselves over Friday, over Saturday, that they deserve to be here. You know, they've beaten everyone that has stood in their way, and now they're here playing for the trophy. You cannot make mistakes. You need to be ruthless. You need to score goals. You need to take advantage of the possessions you have. And here we see the Harpyje now trying to make something happen. 2-1. She was rolling back and forth. I think, was there a shooting space called?
Correct, shooting space. Very great look into shoot and pulling up that shooting space foul.
Yeah, she was getting some good separation, looking for the shot, and the defenders were just in between her and the goal. It results in shooting space. She gets free position. It goes wide, but the backup is good, and they keep the ball. You really take advantage of those free positions, but it is very difficult in those free positions. It's not as easy as a penalty in soccer. You know, you don't just get a free shot. You need to take advantage. And they do now from X. A great feed, looks inside. No goal.
No goal. That was a crease violation. Unfortunately, the shooter couldn't stop her momentum and actually stepped into the crease, resulting in a crease violation.
And that's got to hurt. You go a goal down, you get one disallowed. The morale has got to be low, and that looks like a check from behind that's going to start a quick restart, and they're just going to try and take advantage. And another foul. They're doing really good on drawing those fouls from the defenders.
Definitely. You see that actually the Harpyjes and Blues now are actually getting a bit stressed, maybe getting a bit not using cool heads, and actually pushing a lot on the fouls, extending their stick to stop the players from either cutting and detaining them.
Yeah, and it's got to come from the frustration of going a goal down, having one disallowed. You know, they've really got to feel like they don't have control over this game and things aren't going well for them so far. They need to just settle in, calm it down, and make something happen. They're really unfortunate with that goal. It was such a good look, but in moments you cannot be in the crease. Even after the goal is scored, you cannot step in. So they have to be really careful and try and make something happen. Now they're slowing it down. They've got the ball and they're taking their time. So perhaps they are already learning their lessons, trying to make some movement, dodging in, passing it on, looking for the movement, making the defense work. They really need a goal here. It feels like they are the team that might have more control. Even though they're one down, they seem to have a bit more composure about them.
Definitely. I mean, you see actually a lot of the time they're actually looking for the drive, and unfortunately the Mesto defense is just stopping every drive. But they are good in terms of dodging the first free player and getting that shooting space violation to get the free shot and goal.
Yeah, they're really working that so well. They keep moving the ball, and as they dodge back and forth and get that defense to move, the defense finds itself stuck in the middle. But a great save, and the goalie picks it up, and they've got to clear. And you know, it's another missed opportunity for the Harpyjes to get into this game. And it almost looks like already, even a few minutes in, if they don't change something, they're just going to be stuck and running out of ideas and wondering how they can actually get into this game and score a goal, because the keeper's keeping them out, or they're in the crease, or it doesn't seem to be working for them so far.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, the goalie is having a great game. She's had 2 big saves of the day. I believe name's Anna. Very good playing throughout this tournament, but very much, yes, stopping those goals, being the very last rock and point of defense for the Mestos.
Yeah, and the Harpyjes draw a penalty, and they get a position here where they can just bring the ball out, a bit more time. They bring it out to the goalies. Both goalies being very dynamic, coming out there as the goals, which we'd love to see. You know, the goalies really having an impact on the clears. It's something that you don't always see in especially the lower levels, where the goalies are a bit scared to come out, but they're happy to have a part in possession and help get the ball out, which they do. And now they're on the attack again. They're driving in. Every time they've got the ball, you really see they drive in, they look for the feed, and now they find the inside, and a great backhand shot to a goal. What a goal that was.
Very definitely. I mean, very quick stick ball movement into the free play and the goal, and then a shovel shot to finish. Very great, moving the ball very fast to get that goal in.
And it was the goal for Blue, number 2, and the assist by 21. And that puts us tied at 1-1. And we have a game on our hands. They're finally making it work.
So 6.5 minutes to go. So we've just played over close to half of the first half. And both teams are looking very sharp and seem to now be settling their plays. And wow, what a goal from Mesto. Extreme fast ball movement right from the center draw. all the way to the back of the net.
Yeah, and you have to say that was incredible. A textbook fast break. She runs through the centre, passes from one side to the other. All three attackers get a touch of the ball, and it finishes in the net. You really cannot get better than that. Within 5-10 seconds of that draw, the ball was in the back, and it was lightning fast. A great goal and a great response to going one down straight off the draw.
Definitely. I mean, both teams are both contesting for the centre draw right from it. And now Harpyje have the centre draw after Mesto won it last time. So I think actually it's going to be a very close game. And both teams retaining actually possession very well.
They are. There's not too many unforced turnovers. We have another goal. It's like whoever wins each draw is scoring straight away. I was just about to say how important it was that they win the draw to stop any momentum going to the black team, but Harpyje have just come back and got a goal straight off that. It came around the goal, they worked it. It wasn't quite the same as the Harpyje goal in the fast break, but it happened very quickly. They took advantage, they didn't let the defence settle, and we might end up with a very high scoring game here if this carries on.
Yes, I do believe it's going to be a very tight game with back and forth, and it's literally going to come down to the wire who wants it more.
Yeah, absolutely. We're in for an absolute treat. It is the final. Both teams want to win it, and you can see that. They are giving everything they can. They are trying to score. They're getting shots off. And not just wild shots, they're going for high percentages. They are feeding into the crease. They're feeding into the middle. They're getting those great looks and great scores. And off the draw, the ball goes black. Oh, blue, sorry. And let's see whether they settle this or go quick, because going quick is working so far, and she's dodging in. That's what I really like about what they're doing in their attack, is they're making a threat. Even if they don't dodge, even if they don't beat their player, they're rolling back out and passing it on. An unfortunate turnover there. The pass was very low, and it's very difficult to get, so there is a turnover, but you can't take away the fact that their offense has been playing very well. They've been moving it on. Oh, that's a very poor clear. Let's see if she can take advantage. She picks it up. It's gone wide. They keep the ball. Going back to my point, on the offense, even when they're dodging, they're making the defense move. They're rolling back out and they're passing it on. And that's just got to be, good, effective offense, hasn't it?
Yes, most definitely. We can see that there was just really sloppy play, missed pass, missed catch, and you really have to look after the ball. You very much do. And here again, we see another Harpyje pull another shooting space violation to get another free shot and goal.
Yeah, and what you say about looking after the ball is so crucial. It's important for any player to understand. When you are playing, if the chance isn't there, if you try to dodge, if you try to do something, keeping the ball is the best thing you can do, rather than taking a low percentage chance. And now they come away with a high chance with a shooting space, but a fantastic save from the goalie, and they get the fast break here. They're on the run. Let's see if they can make a goal. It's driving down the field, looking for the pass. It's high. I feel it was almost like she was looking too much for the pass. She almost didn't realise the goal was wide open for her to take a shot. The slide hadn't come, that's why she forced a pass. She had the chance to keep going and shoot, but her head was constantly looking for the pass. And in lacrosse, you actually have to prioritise shooting a goal. If you have a chance to score, you want to take that shot.
Most definitely, and here we see another fantastic play. Oh, shame they couldn't convert. They really got the 2 steps in front of the defender and then actually had a sort of mini fast break situation.
Yeah, a great fast break, and again, a fairly straightforward save for the goalie, but a really good opportunity for Harpyje to get something there, and they probably should have done better. But again, end to end, 2 fast break chances, 2 fast break shots, second for each other. This is why we love lacrosse. It is end to end, full of action, shots constantly going in. Both teams are not holding back.
Most definitely, you can see that both teams are really flat out, sprinting in the centre to get the ball off the goalie clears, being the free player, being available, really holding their defence, going full out in attack. So it's going to be a very, very close game.
Yeah, I feel that it's going to be close. We can hope it goes all the way, because both teams are putting on a great performance here. They are just playing really entertaining lacrosse, end to end, going fast, moving the ball with speed. Right now, no one is slowing down. They want to go in for the kill. They're looking for the fast breaks. A great dodge here. Can't quite find the feed. It goes over, but she should be able to keep it in. Which she does. Great hustle. Keep the ball for her team.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very crucial. I mean, last 2 minutes of the first half, both teams are tied. It's literally going to be, correction, it's 1 minute left to go. 1 minute left to get the goal and finish the half, which is what probably Mesto are looking to do.
Yeah, and we wonder if they might try and settle it, but as I say that, they tried to force a pass into the middle, but the ball went loose and the goalie came up with the ball. I think there might have been an empty stick check there on that loose ball. And really, hearing that 1 minute, they should be trying to settle that down, slow it. Now there's 30 seconds left. They should have been trying to keep the ball there and make that last play of the half theirs, so they keep the momentum. Because as it stands, it goes the other way.
Definitely. You can see, oh no, what a missed pass.
Yeah, we have a drop ball. She's 1-on-1 the goalie. Oh! The goalie comes out with an absolute incredible save. 1-on-1. Looked like a certain goal at the end of the half, and that is it. What a save. The goalie's celebrating. She's buzzing.
Most definitely, that could actually be the save that makes the game in the second half, so that you're still drawn and not one down fighting for a comeback.
That could be a huge difference. If that goes in, Harpyje go into their team talk downhearted. They've just conceded. Right, and there's nothing they can do about it. They've got to wait 2 minutes. They can't react instantly. They're going to be down. Now, they come out into that half time. They are going to be buzzing. Their goalie's made an incredible save. They're going to be saying, yes, we can do this. Well, Black are just going to be saying, man, we could have just scored. What could have been? So it's going to be an exciting second half. It is 2-2. We are tied. We've got a great second half coming up. If this is anything to go by, it has been end-to-end incredible lacrosse. What have been your thoughts so far?
No, I think actually it's been, watching on the silence, it's been a very, very tense game. You could see actually where the slightest error is giving the other team a chance to convert, and that's what you don't want. But actually errors have been made by both teams, so actually both teams have sort of gained from that. But I think in the second half we're going to see a lot more tighter stick skills, a lot more either holding possession to go for the 100% goal shot, and yeah, it's going to be very close.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. It's already tied. It'll be interesting to see if there's any changes made in tactical approach by either team. You know, both have been going for, you know, hell for leather at every opportunity. They're being quick, fast break. So it'll be interesting to see if there's any slowing down, settling, you know, seeing if they can just keep a bit more control in the game, because no team seems to have any control in the game right now. It is just frantic. It is frenzied. Both teams just going for it, going for the fast breaks, not going for the settled.
No, 100% agreed. I think what the second half is actually going to bring, you might not be able to feel it, but actually it's extremely hot here, probably the hottest of this 3-day tournament. So it's going to be who has more stamina and who's going to use their subs wisely to get fresh legs on the pitches.
And that's a great point. It'll be interesting to see how well they manage their substitution, how well they manage their legs, their energy, because they are going all out so far, and it's going to get tiring. Going end to end on that transition constantly is going to burn these players out. It is exhausting. It is hot. You know, they possibly dehydrated from the night before. So I'm sure they had a lot of fun. So it's going to be interesting to see how well these two teams manage. They've had time to recover, but we're getting underway now, and Black gets the first draw, but it's not easy as Blue immediately get the ball. They check, they get the ball off the draw and convert. You gotta say that is unfortunate. Black looked like they were coming away with the draw, but a great check. They were just not letting them have it easy. The ball came loose, they picked it up, they put it in the net, and the Harpyje take a 1-goal lead.
Definitely, I think that was a great play, great on the attack, always attacking that ball, but generally a very good shot. And now we see actually possession does matter. I think this is a game of possession.
Absolutely. It's going to see if a team is going to control this game and just keep hold of the ball and make sure they can control, just control it and slow it down. Because as we see, it's just been fast break goal after fast break goal. And it's still scrappy on the draw. Harpyje do come away with the ball. And now they're sort of looking to slow it. But the ride is strong. And they're not letting them have it easy. They are forcing them out to the edge. But you can see the pressure is on because, there's a few drop balls. And maybe there's a little fast break opportunity here as the unsettled situation came, but they've managed to recover their defense. They're matched up and they're communicating. It's a really strong defense so far, isn't it?
Most definitely. You can see the defense are holding the Harpyjes out, stopping actually. No, actually the Harpyjes haven't been making use of that cutters a lot. And now we are gonna get a card. Dangerous shot. So I see the defense are doing an extremely great job stopping the ball, covering that stick. But hold on, we have now a dangerous card from a Harpyje shot, and it hit actually one of the Mesto players' heads.
Yeah, it was a shot to the head in the women's game. That is a dangerous penning. There's a fine line between shooting space and dangerous shot, but in that situation, there was barely any time for that defender to react, and it was, it was not a safe shot to make. And we do see a card, which is a
2-minute penalty.
A 2-minute penalty. So we have a woman up situation. They're goal down, but a woman up. So let's see if they can actually take advantage of this for the 2 minutes they have and get a goal out of it.
Most definitely. I think what we're going to see is actually whether this is, as you mentioned earlier, a women's game. It is fast end to end, and you can get a goal very, very fast. So whether they can capitalize on this penalty to make a couple of quick goals and take the lead will remain to be seen.
Yeah, they just need to get it out of their own half first. The attack can't let them out easy, so they've got to get it up the field and get it to their offensive players, get it to their best players, and make something happen. Some great movement there. Just basic stuff. Just move towards the ball, get the ball, and pick it up. But a really cheap turnover. And Harpyje is going to try to keep the ball. They are one down. They know they're one down. They're not going forward. They're keeping the ball. They're using their goalie to their advantage. That goalie counts as an extra person. So in theory, if they keep it in their defensive half, they're even with their goalie.
Most definitely correct. And one thing actually with women's game, it's very hard to tackle the goalie because the goalie stick is just so deep, but much deeper, that to go for a tackle, unless you do a clean, fast check, it's going to end up being a call against you, either from a health check or slashing. So very, very good play from Harpyje to hold the ball and really wind down that penalty.
Yeah, it's very clever. They're keeping it in that stick. They know they've got the advantage there. But we might have another call here.
Correct, yes. So essentially, I believe it's a crease violation. So once the goalie has taken the ball and from the circle, she has to play to her team before she rolls it back. And in this case, I think she just rolled it straight back into the circle without playing the ball. So technically, she's actually fouled. So now Mesto will have it. One-up situation. It's whether they can capitalize on this advantage of a small mistake by the goalie.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's a niche one, but it is one of those times where the goalie has to be aware of what they can and can't do. They couldn't hit the ball. They can't bring the ball back in twice in a row, I think it is. And yeah, it led to a turnover. And now a free position and a chance to equalise. I think we're now even. And we've got 30 seconds in the half. Yeah, 30 seconds. That's a goal.
So that was a great one. So originally they drew the shooting space violation and they capitalized on the shooting space violation, and from a free shot, hitting it in the back of the net.
Yeah, a really great goal and an important goal because they've gone from going into the half a goal down and not really having made anything in particular to now being even and feel like they've got a chance in this game.
Most definitely, and you can see both teams are really struggling, especially with the fitness. You see actually a lot of players taking a deep breath, so you can tell that they're actually doing and committing 100% to all the attacks, all the defense, all the transition.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of transitions. This has been end to end from the beginning. It's not stayed in one half for more than 30 seconds or a minute at any point in this game, really. It's been constantly end to end. The midfield has been worked hard. Both defences are working hard. The attackers are working hard. The keepers are keeping the shots out. And we're gonna be trickling down the last few seconds. They might get a shot off here, but it looks like it might end this half even. A good feed on the inside and a shot. A great save. And the defender plays it back to the goalie very well, and the goalie can now settle it and play out the rest of this time. So that was the 30-second call was for the penalty, not for the time, so we still have 9 minutes. A very patient clear here. They're doing well, they're not trying to force anything, they're just waiting. In this situation, the defence is just waiting for the attack to slide to the goalie, and then the open player gets the ball. But there's a disadvantage here in the women's that the goalie can't go as far as they often would. But they got it to midfielder, but there is a turnover, and now the goalie's got a one-on-one situation. They've got to try and make a good save here. Let's see what happens. Oh, what a save! They make up for their mistake, and we have a whistle. Looks like there might be a foul. The goalie made up for their mistake on that pass. Well, it wasn't necessarily a mistake on the pass, but the catch wasn't quite there. But another fantastic one-to-one save, really keeping them in the game. It's still 3-all, about 8.5 minutes to go.
And we're now losing a player, number 5, which is midfield from Mesto. I mean, that's going to very much hurt, because number 5 is one of their good players. So we shall see how this impacts the game. I believe she might have just sprained her ankle or knee or something, but she had to be carried off the field, which is a real shame.
Yeah, it's not looking good. Hopefully they've got the depth to, and the teamwork to carry on without her, but that's not ideal. A great save from the goalie. It's, you know, there's a +1 and a -1 there. They've saved one, but they've lost a player. So we'll see what happens here. They're still on the clear, trying to keep the ball. They've got it in their sticks, and now they're going to run up the field. This is great running, a great clear. Get it into the attacking half, pure pace, gets the feed, might even find a goal, but a stick in the passing lane gets the ball down, but there is a foul.
Yeah, that's more likely it's checking towards the head, giving them not a free position as is outside the 11, so on the 15. She'll be to self-start, and they just have to clear the shooting lane. But that's where actually we're going to see what they do from now on. Oh, wow, what a save. What a save. Pass to the player down low who went for a high shot, but the goalie was there and caught it.
Both goalies have been on point with these one-to-one saves close in. They've been matching the sticks. They're putting their stick to the shooting stick. You know, they're keeping their eye on it and not making it easy. You know, both keeping their teams in the game. There's like 2 potential goals there. Really great chances, just absolutely stopped like a brick wall at both ends of the field.
No, most definitely, and we can see now the goalies really taking their time. So actually with the score even, it's really going to be I'm going to give the 100% pass. We can't have any drop balls in here. She passes it off, yes, and what a missed pass, but picked up again by Harpyje. So they've still got the ball. Whether they can transition it down to the attack will remain to be seen.
Yeah, it was touch and go there. They got away with that, really. It was a slightly poor pass, but they come away with the clear. Now they're on the fast break. They're looking to make something happen. They might get a shot off here. And they do. That's a goal. It's 34 in blue. And the Harpyje take the lead despite a fairly poor clear. Somehow coming up on top. They just took advantage of the unsettled situation and just made a goal happen.
Yeah, most definitely. number 34 dodging around her defenders. There was really no slide on there. But yeah, putting the ball in the back of the net, what a great drive.
Yeah, and now we've got a timeout by Black. So we'll have a minute or so while they talk and see what they can do to make a difference. So, yeah, I think 4 or 5 minutes left in this game. 1 goal in it, and it's been a very close game so far. So after the timeout, we are starting with a draw. 5 minutes left in the half. It's currently 4-3 to the Harpyje against Jizni Mesto. Harpyje come away with the draw. They're on the fast break now. Trying to make something happen. Looking for the ground ball. Harpyje come away with it. Now they settle and start to pass it round. Out to the top and back. Looking for the dodge. It's a great dodge inside. Some good check. Gets the ball out. Back to the goalie. Fantastic defending there. Great decision making just to pass it back to the goalie and slow down the clear. You know, sometimes there's no need to rush and look for the immediate ball up the top. Just getting it back, waiting for the right opportunity, keeps the ball, saves your defence from being tired out. Well, it's a bit of a scramble here. And the ball goes blue for...
Check around the head. So in women's lacrosse, you cannot check around the player's head to protect the player. So checking towards the head is a no-no. So that created a foul, leaving the ball possession with blue.
Yeah, she was in a tight spot, kept the ball close, and you know they were checking from behind to around the head. So slightly dangerous, but the ball went to the Harpyje. But now Jizni Mesto have got the ball back. And once again trying to clear. They've slightly struggled on their clears so far, so let's see if they can actually make something happen. They need to get it into the stick of a midfielder who can run it up the field. But it is tight. There's not much room. Not much room, especially compared to the field that they've been playing on the past 2 days.
Yeah, most definitely. I think they just crowd in, and they actually goalkeepers coming pretty far out of the fan, so they literally only have half the field to clear the ball, which is pushing all the players to that field away from the goalie.
Yeah, it is tight in there, but a fairly straightforward save again for the Harpyje. Goalie's now got the ball, looking to clear. Players are moving, trying to make something happen, but no one seems to be free. They find the free player eventually, and she now gets the ball up. That was a good pass from the goalie. They're moving the ball, they're passing it along. The ball moves quicker than their feet, as they say, and they're trying to make something happen. Looking for the dodge, looking for the inside. They're all very stacked on one side at the moment. There's not much shape in terms of, actually getting the defence to stretch a bit. Now they are. Now they're getting someone on the other side. They're starting to get their shape again. But they're looking for a little dodge, draw the slide, get it up and get another dodge. And now she's looking like she might get a shot on. But it's not there. It's been very patient, to be fair. You know, the shot wasn't quite on. They didn't force it. They've just kept it, and now they're still keeping the ball.
Yeah, and very much what you're seeing actually is they're playing out very wide, and you can see actually she could have dropped for that shot, but she's playing more a possession game. So they're putting it out, waiting for the 100% after completely free shot before they take it.
Yeah, and that's the right way to play. You want to get those high percentage shots. You want to be able to just work it so you can make something happen. And they've been forced back into their own half. I'm almost confused by the direction they were going. They were running so fast into their own half. I don't think I've ever seen a player do that in my entire life.
So I think what you saw there was actually Mesto playing high pressure. The girl actually ran into a couple other players, so she actually ended up crossing back over the restraint and finding that actually the most safest option was passing it to the goalie who was free.
So good decision making there, just to, you know, keep going. Doesn't matter if you're going in the wrong direction, you're keeping the ball, and they've still got the ball, and they're looking to make something work, but a pass goes low. Let's see if they can keep it in. I don't think they did, and the ball goes black. And let's see if they can get it out and make something happen. It is still a Harpyje still one goal up. They're starting to get a bit more control. You can see they're settling it in possession. They're keeping the ball for longer, and that's going to allow them to maintain the control of this game and make something happen.
And just under 2 minutes to go, so both teams really fighting hard. Harpyje to maintain possession and maintain the lead. Mesto to really drive and get that goal.
Yeah, and it looked like as she was driving the goal there, she drew the foul, and it might be a free position here and a chance to score.
Most definitely, she drew the cross check across her, so she's getting a free position on the first hash. 30 seconds left, and if we stop clock in this last 30 seconds, will she be able to go? This might be one of the only chances they have left.
She looks for the pass instead of the shot. And we've got a push.
Yeah, so we've got a push and we've got another free position. It's really going to come down to really the last few seconds of this game is really going to be, can they convert the free position?
Yeah, it's one of whether she's going to Charlotte North and just rip it in the corner, or whether she's going to run in and try and go one-on-one. It's going to be her call to make, but we'll see what she does. Last few seconds of this half. She really needs to convert this for her team to get back in. She passed it backwards before the whistle had gone. It's an interesting choice. Maybe she'll mix it up now and go for goal and really confuse them. Oh, she does. No, she passed it the other way. They look for the inside pass. But the ball has now gone to blue to Harpyje. And you've got to say, that really feels like a missed opportunity to make anything happen.
Yeah, most definitely, but at the same time I can understand it. If she wasn't confident enough for that free position, it was better to pass off to a slightly stronger attacker who was probably in a more better opportunity for a shot. But this is really, you sort of feel that that last free position has really cost them the game and possibly basically winning.
It could do. We'll see what happens. There's still another half to go, I believe. No? It's just the second half. Oh, it is the second half. Well, it would be because they're running on the pitch and cheering. I've commentated so many games in a row, I don't know what half I'm in. But by the fact that they're running on the pitch and cheering, it is full time. Because you wouldn't do that at half time, would you?
Yeah. And Harpyje have really come away with a win. So we can see actually that in the final second half, it was definitely the few unforced errors that really cost them the game.
Yeah, and you got to say, that I think that free position was a real opportunity to actually force an overtime and make something happen. And I find it surprising that they went for the pass rather than shot. Maybe, obviously, in women's, you know, it's the person that draws the foul has to take the penalty. So if they weren't a confident shooter, but would you rather take a unconfident